Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Chrono Trigger, and that button didn't turn off the video. It actually plays something called The Day of Lavos from 1999. So Y2K was real. No, but anyway, yeah, this is when the plot actually, yeah, everything so far really was just kind of build up. There wasn't any. That's the one thing with this game is a lot of things are kind of left. I mentioned this before, but a lot of things are left up to your kind of imagination to an extent. They're not. I mean, like, the plot is, you know, it's very loose to an extent, especially during the beginning parts, because, like, right now, like, the entire plot so far was just getting to this area and discovering, this tape. And it kind of actually is interesting, because it's like, just fate just leads you to these things. It's not like they were planning on doing this. So, it's kind of also a breath of fresh air, and it's interesting, as opposed to like the, hey, something bad's happening, let's just go save the world. You know, they only do this after the fact that it's like, you know, it's just a coincidence almost that they happened in this place. Just odd coincidences, one after another, and I like that. Anyway, there's only one thing we can do. We must change history. Yeah, that's the only thing we can do, but whatever. So yeah, we're going to change history. We're going to defeat this Lavos who supposedly destroys the world, so we're going to stop him from destroying the world, because, yeah, that's bad. I don't know what happens if you say no, but we'll just say okay. And we get this epic music, just epic let's go do it music. So we're going to do some research on Lavos in our time period, but first we have to go to the Proto and go back to our time period, because we're not in our time period. Why couldn't we go back to the gate we were at before? Was it just, I guess they're just, I guess because they didn't want to go to the Guardia Castle again. I'm assuming at this point, though, the people all left, you could just sneak away, but, or did the gate disappear? No, I don't think it disappeared. I think they just didn't want to have to deal with the Chancellor. Chancellor Palpatine, no. I'm gonna keep calling him that, even though I shouldn't be. And I'm going to be fighting some enemies here because, epic music during the fights. So, yeah. So I was talking about E3. Kid Icarus. Again, I'm a little hesitant about the gameplay because the more I think about it, because I'm not a huge fan of shooters, but it does look pretty amazing, and I will be, looking forward to that. And the graphics, I mean, again, I'm not one for, you know, saying graphics are everything. They're not, but they're really impressive because that's on the 3DS, and that's like, I mean, at first when I was loading the thing, it took a while to load, and I finally reloaded it, and I was watching it, I'm like, wait a minute, this is the 3DS. It looks really impressive, at least in my opinion, it does. Then the other, I'd say most, the title we know the most about, because those were the two. The other ones are just either, I'm not sure if they're all, some of them are tech demos or not, because I know some of them are definitely confirmed as being actual games, but some of them, like, just real quickly, Mario Kart was shown with some screens, and that in the bottom it says preview, so I'm not sure if, I don't know if that's, I'm assuming they're going to make a Mario Kart, but I'm not sure if that's an actual game yet, or, like, if those things will be in an actual game, or they just, you know, mock-ups. Obviously, they'll make a Mario Kart, though, because a lot of the stuff, like, again, a lot of stuff was revealed after they had so much stuff that they didn't even have enough time to put it all in the conference. They showed it after on their on the website. So yeah, but the other one was Nintendogs and plus Cats, which again, I'm not a big fan of Nintendogs, but you know, it's a good franchise for people who like virtual pets. I mean, I used to have a virtual pet. What was the Tamagotchi? Was it Tamagotchi? I don't know. He died. Okay, so, real quick, back to Chrono Trigger, we're going to give these guys the seeds, and, yeah, the Entron, which heals all of them and makes them healthy, might not hold on long enough, even though in this game we don't even need to eat, so, yeah. Because we're healthy? No, it's because we have hope. Change hope! No, so, yeah. We have to, they now have hope. They're going to plant the seed, and we're going to go to Lab 32 to get to Proto, and we have a bike key, which we can use to get across the lab. So yeah, that was shown. Then a remake of Ocarina of Time 3D, which I have to say, I don't know if it's just the colors being more brighter, or if it's just, I don't know. It looks really a lot nicer looking. It looks like it would make me more interested in the game. It's not that, again, I'm not one to say graphics are really, they don't matter that much, but presentation does to an extent. And like, for example, Super Mario 64, I've kind of come to the conclusion that I get bored playing it to an extent because it's kind of empty, especially compared to Sunshine and Galaxy. And Ocarina of Time is somewhat the same way, not exactly. Again, I can't really even judge anything until you see actual gameplay videos of the remake. In terms of the actual composition of everything. But I mean, because like really, in Ocarina of Time, there was what, like a few townspeople that didn't pay any attention. There wasn't really that many characters as opposed to what's going on. Wait, what? Hold it right there. Oh, there's a bike man. Hey, it's the man. Oh, hi, the man. Like, I love how they added that as his name, even though that's actually not his name. The man. Well, you lowlifes can call me Johnny. That was not part of an old highway leads through these ruins. Think you could beat me in a bike race? Yeah. Use that jetpack and don't chicken out, babe. Hey, dude, that's not nice. Don't call me babe. Dude, I love his theme song though. Okay, so the bike race. Here's how the bike race works. Basically, you constantly are moving, so really there's not even anything you have to worry about in terms of beating him until the end. Just make sure you get kind of in front of him, and then you can also have turbo boost you can use to get ahead. It's really not that hard to win this, personally. However, what is hard is afterwards, which I'll be showing, you can get a logbook which will log your scores, and if you get certain scores, you can get prizes from the race. And I had a hard time getting that because in order to get a high score, you have to hit Johnny. You see how I can hit him? You have to hit him multiple times in a row and rack up points by doing that. And it can be quite tedious to do. But the actual race itself isn't that bad. I love this scene. It's pretty epic. Even though it's just sprites, it's still awesome and epic. He's going 88 miles per hour. Time warp. No, seriously. He doesn't have 1.21 gigawatts, so it won't work. Okay, so then Ocarina of Time Remake, and then there was Star Fox 64 DS, 3DS, which again obviously was an obvious choice because Star Fox I think is almost perfect for the 3DS, because if they don't do the touch controls, because I think that's what messed up Command a little bit. Then in Animal Crossing, Pilot Wings, Resort. That one almost might be a tech demo because it almost seems similar to this Wii Sports Resort thing, just with Pilot Wings slapped on. I don't know. The Paper Mario one shown through 3DS, that definitely looks like an actual game because there's so many new things in there. It's not just like, and it's an RPG, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. It looks like Mario has a chomp partner too. I've always been a fan of Paper Mario, and I'm glad that it's coming to a handheld. Not that the Mario and Luigi series is bad, no, it's fantastic. But I would like a handheld Paper Mario. Is awesome, dude. I don't know, I kind of like handheld games. To an extent, a little bit better because, especially in college. At college, I tend to play handheld games a lot more than I do console games. I don't know if it's just the fact that part of it is I don't know. I like being able to lay down and play my DS. You can't really lay down and play games. I like laying down. It's fun. But yeah, overall, just they brought out the big guns. They didn't even have the vitality sensor shown at all. The only thing that really wasn't shown much, or it was only mentioned that it existed, was Pikmin 3. And honestly, there was so much revealed. All the classic franchises, while all the two other companies, Sony and Microsoft, were doing the motion controls. Nintendo was basically just saying, saying, hey, here's all our good franchises, we're throwing them at you, and you can have fun with your motion control. I don't think either of them are going to make the money they think they're going to make, because not only are both the things that they're coming out with, not so much Sony, but definitely Microsoft with the Nintendo, not only are they quite expensive, but I don't see how it's going to appeal to casual people, because they're just making basically, I hate to say it, but rip-offs of things that already exist. I honestly think Move will be a little bit successful. Sony is pretty good at implementing ideas Nintendo has. I don't like the fact they take ideas Nintendo has and implement them, but they are good at doing that. That's what they've been doing since they began. That's what Sony has always done, and they've done a good job of it until, you know, the motion controls are too late for them. It's too little, too late, in my opinion. They're not. Maybe they'll make the money. I don't know, but I don't think they will. And yeah, Nintendo did really great at E3. They just showed tons of stuff. Way too much. I had multiple heart attacks. Not literally, but just so much stuff shown. My wallet will be gone. Not even just the money. The wallet itself will be gone because I will have no clothes because there's so many great stuff coming out. And yeah, I really enjoyed E3.